Yes, my people, welcome back to another video and welcome back to the Liverpool Ladies Save. Today, I've got a double Champions League knockout playoff round header for you as we are taking on Lazio away and then at home in the second leg, trying to book our place into the quarter final of the Champions League. Now, in the Men's Champions League, the knockout playoff round is almost a round of 32. Whereas this is a round of 16 tie. So win this and get ourselves through, and we would be playing Bayern Munich in the quarter final of the Champions League. Now, since you were last here, we have played quite a few games. So since you were last here, we played against PSG and drew 3-3. Since then, we played against Stourbridge with a very rotated side and beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup. We then unfortunately lost 3-0 in the League Cup quarter-final to Arsenal. We then beat Birmingham City 5-3 in the WSL, with Holly McNamara getting a hat-trick, Zagari and Roman Haug getting one each in that one. We then unfortunately did lose to Arsenal 4-3. Beth Mead and Alessia Russo both getting a brace, and then Marie Hobringer getting one for us, and Sophie Roman Haug getting herself a brace. We then did go back to winning ways as we beat Leicester 4-1. Holly McNamara and Quinn getting a goal each, and Chantel Hagel getting herself a brace. We then beat Spurs in the final game 4-1 with Zagari getting two. Roman Haug and Lisa Dawn both getting a goal each as well. And that puts us third place then. We've got a game in hand on Brighton, 2 games in hand on Manchester United. And it looks like third place is as good as we can do this year. Trying to just get Champions League football again. But it's between us and Manchester City, I imagine, as we have 8 games to go in the league this year, and we've still got to play Manchester City at home, which is good that we've got to play them at home. So we will definitely take that. So our lineup today to face Lazio in the Champions League. Unfortunately, Emily Sams and Holly McNamara are both injured for this one, so we have been forced to make a couple of changes. We've gone with Velasco in goal, a back four of Fisk, Lisa Dawn, Kathleen and Bernabe, with a midfield 3 of Quinn, Hagel and Marie Hobringer, who is leaving at the end of the season on a free. She didn't want to sign a new contract, and that is really frustrating because she is really good. Then gone with a front 3 of Gonzalez on the right, Zagari on the left and Roman Haug to lead the line for Liverpool here today. So let's get in to this Champions League knockout game and see how Lazio will be lining up for it. Okay then, the lineup that Lazio are going for today is as follows. They've gone with Satinja in goal, a back 3 of Connolly, Message and Reyes, with Monarchy and Zanoli as the wing-backs, a midfield 3 of Simonetti, Goldoni and Mascarello, with Piemonte and Vicentin leading the line for Lazio here today in this Champions League knockout game. Our first knockouts as Liverpool manager. Our first knockouts in Liverpool women's history. As Piemonte gets us underway for this Champions League knockout game, where hopefully we can get ourselves through to the quarter final. Now, of course, we are away. So should we lose 1-0 or should we get a close game, we do still have to go back to our ground to play the second leg, which is the way that I do like it. As not much happening, well, nothing happening here at all in this first 25 minutes of this knockout playoff round tie. As finally something does happen as Grace Fisk goes back to Dawn. Hagel now finding Kathleen. Kathleen driving forward, finding Zagari. Zagari goes back to Bernabe, who finds Hagel. Hobringer finding Zagari. And Zagari makes it 1-0. But the Lazio defenders are appealing for an offside here. VAR will check. And they have confirmed it is a goal. Liverpool are 1-0 up here in the knockout playoff round against Lazio. Hagel finding Hobringer, who finds Zagari, who hits it first time. And it's a beautiful finish into the bottom corner to make it 1-0. As it looks like it's going to be just the one highlight here in this first half, which is very interesting, as it is now half-time here in Lazio. And we go in at the break, Lazio 0, Liverpool 1. This is not like women's football at all. Women's football is normally fucking mental, especially the Champions League games we've had. Even off camera, it was 4-4, 6-2, things like that. Like, we've had mental Champions League games. There's just nothing happening here in this game at all. I've got key highlights on, like, as we do now finally get the second highlight of the game. Velasco throws out to Grace Fisk. Fisk finding Hobringer, who is, of course, leaving on a free at the end of the year. Simonetta finding Mascarello, who finds Vicentin. And Vicentin scores to equalise for Lazio. But the Liverpool defenders are appealing for offside. It would, of course, go to a VAR check. And VAR confirm that the goal has been awarded. And Lazio grab an equaliser. And it's now Lazio 1, Liverpool 1. I don't know. I wish they actually showed the lines. I think she might have been offside there. As Bernabe driving, trying to find Zagari. The keeper does well though, but it clears, but only as far as Bernabe. Goes back to Kathleen, finding Lisa Dawn, who switches to Grace Fisk. Grace Fisk now finding Gonzalez, and it's just wide from Gonzalez there. As we're into the final 25 minutes here. We're going to go attacking because we have been the dominant side here so far in this tie. As Hobringer now with the free kick for Liverpool. It's a good delivery. It's headed away only as far as Erica Gonzalez then, who goes for goal, and it's a fantastic finish from Erica Gonzalez to get her first goal in the Champions League for Liverpool this season. It's headed away by Zanoli, but Erica Gonzalez is there. She drives just inside the box, and it's a fantastic finish into the top corner to make it 2-1. As Bernabe finds Hagel, dispossessed, but goes back to Zagari. She can cut in and shoot here. She does shoot, and it's a fantastic goal from Zagari. And we had a brilliant angle of that as we watched it all the way as she hit it with beautiful backlift into the top right corner. As here we see it from a different angle. She's allowed space and she goes for goal with the outside of her right boot into the top corner. So we are now going to make some changes. And Zagari, I have to say, has been a fantastic signing this season. She has been brilliant all year. As we're going to bring Capox on for Gonzalez. Pickett on for Fisk. McLean on. And we'll bring Jones on for Hobringer, who isn't having a great game. As we are now into the final 10 minutes here of this first leg against Lazio. There's 3 minutes to go now. And it looks like that is going to be it. And it is. It ends here in Italy. Lazio 1, Liverpool 3. We have got a game against Bristol City in between this game and the second leg. So I'll be back with the result of that game and the lineups that we go with to face Lazio at home, where hopefully we can book our place into the quarter-final. I'll see you with the result against Bristol City at home. Okay then. The game against Bristol City has been played, and I've also got another thing to show you as well that I forgot to show you earlier in the episode. So, we did pick up a 2-1 win. Sophie Roman-Haug getting herself a brace against Bristol City. So we sit third place. This league is mental. There's 3 points from second to sixth, but us and City have 3 games in hand on them. Chelsea have 5 games in hand on them, 4 games in hand on them, and 2 games in hand on us. Chelsea have barely played. No idea what the fuck is going on with Chelsea. Yeah, this league is really weird. It's really messed up. But we're doing well because we've got 2 games in hand on Brighton, 3 games in hand on them. And then we're level on points with City, which is good. Now, the thing I also wanted to show you is we did a little bit of business in January. And we picked up... Where is it? If I go here, we picked up Shelby McMahon. Don't know why, I don't really know how the fuck to say her name. We picked up Shelby from Melbourne City, the same place that we bought Holly McNamara from. We picked her up for 57k. She is only 18 years of age, and she's having a really good season in Australia, and she's got 5-star potential as well, so she looks absolutely fantastic for the future. Can she play centre mid? No, but I think she might be a decent player there. Anyway, our lineup for today is as follows, as we definitely need a new goalkeeper. So we've gone with Velasco in goal, a back 4 of Fisk, Dawn, Kathleen and Bernabe, with a midfield 3 of Quinn, Hagel and Hobinger. Gonzalez starts on the right, Zagari on the left, and Roman-Haug leading the line, as Sams and McNamara still aren't back. So let's see how we get on in this home leg and see if we can get ourselves into the quarter-final and see how Lazio will be lining up. Okay then, here we have the lineups for this game against Lazio. Lazio have gone with 2 changes from their last game, as they have gone with Satinja in goal, a back 3 of Reyes, Messaz and Kak, with Vicentin and Caffaretta as the fullbacks, Simonetta, Goldoni and Mascarello as the midfield 3, with Piemonte and Labihan leading the line for Lazio here today. As here is confirmation of the Liverpool lineup, and then confirmation of the, what would you call it, Lazio lineup. This sounds like the intro to like a game, like a Pokemon game or something. That ball's lovely. As Lazio get us underway for this second leg here in the knockout playoff round, where we find ourselves 3-1 up currently. And all we need to do is make sure that we don't lose by 2 goals, as it's cleared, but only as far as Grace Fisk, who finds Hobinger. And now Mascarello coming away with it. Dispossessed by Gonzalez, who goes for goal. And it hits the post. And it's cleared. And Kathleen is there to pick it up. As now 15 minutes into this game, it looks like Liverpool are the only side that look like scoring. As Dawn finds Kathleen, who then finds Hagel. Out to Bernabe, who finds Hobinger. Back to Bernabe. Can she find the run of Zagari? She can, and Zagari! And it's a good save from Satinja in the Lazio goal. As Velasco now. Rolls it out to Kathleen, who finds Bernabe. Inside to Hobinger. Hobinger is fouled by Mascarello there. As we are just... It feels like Liverpool just chipping away at Lazio here. Every single highlight, just almost knocking them down. Until eventually, hopefully, we will score and make it 4-1 on aggregate here. As Reyes looking to go long, but the header is won by Kathleen. Quinn now finding Gonzalez. Gonzalez going back to Fisk. Grace Fisk finding Hobinger. Hobinger going back to Grace Fisk, who crosses to Hagel. Hagel with the touch, and it's just wide from Chantel Hagel. As we are into the final 5 minutes here of this first half. Lazio yet to register a shot on target. As Hobinger with the corner for Liverpool. It's a good delivery, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty as Roman Haug was pushed there. VAR will check, and they do confirm it is a penalty to Liverpool here. Marie Hobinger to step up for the Reds. Can she put Liverpool 1-0 up here tonight? 4-1 on aggregate. She steps up, and it's a fantastic penalty. Marie Hobinger slaps it home to make it 1-0. It is now 4-1 on the night, and it is a fantastic way to finish the first half. As we go into the break, Liverpool 1, Lazio 0. Lazio yet to register a shot so far in this game, as Roman Haug gets us underway for the second half. As Zagari just trying to find Bernabe there, but obviously we do not get to see the full thing flourish, as Lazio starting this second half a lot better than the first, as they have now had some shots. Lebihan finding Piemonte. Vicentin going back to Goldoni. Vicentin down this right hand side now for Lazio. Cutting in and driving into the penalty area. She goes for goal, and it's a decent save from Velasco, and it will go out for a corner there as it bounces off the corner flag. We won't get to see the corner though, unfortunately, or fortunately for us. As Hobinger now with the free kick for Liverpool. Is she going to go for goal, or is she going to cross it? She goes for goal, and it's just over from Marie Hobinger there, unfortunately for her. As Dawn finding Grace Fisk. Grace Fisk running at the Lazio defence, trying to find Zagari. It's headed away by Vicentin, but only as far as Bernabe, who running at Reyes there. Cutting inside, finding Hagel, and Chantel Hagel makes it 2-0, and she makes it 5-1 on aggregate. And it has been a very vintage Liverpool display here across the two legs so far, as Alejandra Bernabe does well to cut in and pull it back across to Chantel Hagel, who fires it in to the Liverpool net, to the Lazio net, to make it 2-0. And that should be tie over, as we are 4 goals ahead now with only 20 minutes to play here in this knockout playoff round tie. as we are going to make a double change here with Zagari off for Kopox, and then Kerry Holland on for... Kerry Holland is not very good. She played a lot for us last year though. She started every single game. As Bernabe having a good game, so we'll leave her on. We'll bring Sophie Lundgaard on as we approach the final 15 minutes here. Lazio not look like scoring once this game. Maybe once with... What's AWB mean? Is that advanced wing back? Just got to check. It is. Is that the girl who played up top, Vicentin? As we're into the final 5 minutes now, regardless, as Holland falls to Lundgaard. Hobinger out to Kiki Pickett. Pickett running up the Lazio defence here, trying to find Kerry Holland. It's cleared, but only as far as Alejandra Bernabe. Bernabe doing really well. And pulling it across, and it's just wide from Kerry Holland there, unfortunately. As it looks like that is going to not be it. As Caffaretta now going back to Mesjaz. Into Kak, who finds Caffaretta. Caffaretta coming back to Mascarello. Them two playing a 1-2 with each other. Caffaretta now. Can she cut in and find a cross? She can. And it is a corner for Lazio. With not long to play here. And that is the full-time whistle. It ends Liverpool 2, Lazio 0. And it ends Liverpool 5, Lazio 1 on aggregate. And Liverpool advance through to the quarter-final for the first time in their history. As we will be playing against Bayern Munich in the quarters. When is that game? That is here. So that will be the next episode. If you don't want to miss that video, then don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe, turn notifications on so you are always notified when I upload a video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I'll see you there. Peace.